Hi, Mark Durland, Director of Instruction at the Durland Golf School at Naples Grand. And I'd like to talk about practice, more specifically proper practice. And the first thing I'd like to clarify is that me coming to the driving range, hitting balls a half hour before I go out to play golf is not practice, that's warm-up. That's me just getting loose and ready to head out onto the golf course. A practice session would be me coming to the driving range with the intention of working on certain pieces of my golf game. So within that practice, you're going to have two different types, or I like to teach my students to have two different types. One we call block practice, where I'm going to sit, and this should probably, out of an hour session, be 10 or 15 minutes of your practice, where I'm going to focus on what my last lesson was, whether it was a little bit of a grip adjustment, maybe having my weight more forward at impact, maybe swinging a little bit more out. I'll spend 10 or 15 minutes working on that piece. The rest of my practice session is going to be used up in doing what we call random practice. So that's where I'm going to pick different targets around the driving range, which Naples Grand driving range is great for that. We have targets, we have pins, we have trees, we have bunkers, we have plenty of different targets to create a random situation. And I'm going to get clubs that'll help me get to each of those targets. And I'll have them laying out right next to me. And then I'm just going to randomly just pick different targets. Not in any specific order, just totally random. And I'll treat this shot just like any shot on the golf course. That's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to get more into a playing. We're getting rid of the internal focus of working on my golf swing and more into the external of, okay, I've trained what I need to train, and now I'm ready to put it into practice. So it's going to be a much more target focused, much more external. So I'll begin it just like I would on the golf course with whatever my pre-shot routine is. I'll approach the golf ball, I'll hit the shot, and based on the result I'm going to do a couple different things. If I hit the shot the way I wanted to, I'm going to imprint that with a positive emotion, like a, all right, pat myself on the back, or just something positive to help me carry that forward. So I can hang on to that, and we hang on to it with emotions. And so if I can reinforce it with positive emotions, I can call on that at a later time, where maybe I'll see that shot again in a future round of golf or tournament or whatever it might be. The other thing that might happen is we might hit a less than desirable golf shot, in which case I want to leave still with a piece of positive, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to make a post-shot swing or an exit swing, correcting the error. So say I didn't extend my arms enough on that swing. So I'm going to extend my arms better with my exit swing. And I'm actually going to visualize the shot the way that I wanted to see it, or the way that I wanted it to happen. And then I'm going to leave with that piece of positive instead of just raking over another ball like, oh, that was terrible, I'm going to hit another one. That's what we want to stay away from. And so that's productive practice. I'm taking positive, I'm reinforcing my confidence, I'm building on something that I can start to draw on when I'm on the golf course of, wow, those shots I was hitting on the range, wow, here's that same shot I hit on the range the other day to the big tree in the middle of the range. 8-iron, same wind, and I can recall that shot, I can bring forward that piece of positive and hit the golf shot on command in that situation. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have more questions about proper practice, I'm always happy to answer them. You can reach me at mark@durlandgolf.com or on Twitter @DurlandGolf. Thanks for watching.